Hello, Karen. Happy April. It is so wonderful to see you. I know it is very strange, but at
No,
least it's warm.
wait, it's not April.
It's not April?
No,
Wait,
Monday's the
what?
31st.
Oh my God, you're right. Okay.
Listen.
Rewind. Rewind. Oh my gosh, I was about to say April 7th. I was just skipping ahead 2 weeks. Okay, you're right. It is only March 31st, people. Where am I? What the heck? Also, what year is it? I still say 2024 sometimes.
I think we've mentioned, maybe Tori made that joke on here about the 2025 is just five 2020 stacked on top of each other in a coat. Like,
Oh, no, that's hilarious. That's so real, though. Oh my gosh. Well, it's wonderful to see you, Karen. I'm glad that we're here in March seeing each other.
as, as am I. Katie, as always, it is wonderful to see you. And I love to see you in different locations. I love that you travel. And it is very inspiring whenever I see you somewhere else.
You. I really appreciate that. And I love traveling too. And I am like full on Carmen San Diego vibes right now in San Diego. So I am not exactly in San Diego. I'm an hour north in a town called Carlsbad. But yeah, it's very nice. I actually started this conference. So some BTS, everybody. I was in a car next to my Airbnb talking to you, Karen, about 5 minutes ago. And then the Wi-Fi shockingly went out in my Nissan Versa. So, here I am in my Airbnb. So it's just, I mean, thank goodness for Zoom, Karen. Seriously. Like, I mean, 15 years ago, this would not have even been like, can you even imagine like back in like, or even, well, like me, okay, let's say 20 years ago, because I guess people were using Skype back then, but even
Oh,
Skype, I don't think I ever would have thought of doing like a project like this.
oh no, absolutely not. I mean, I feel like even pre 2020, it would not
Yeah,
have occurred to me.
that's real. I totally agree. Yeah.
Yeah, I had some weird thing. I don't even remember what it was called now. I had some weird free conference call software that had
Oh,
video, but
yeah,
yeah, no.
totally. I did some therapy on Zoom early on,
Hmm.
like maybe like in 2019, and that seemed very radical. But because my therapist lives in Maui, or at least my old therapist, she
Oh,
still lives there, but she had moved there from San Francisco. And she's like, yeah, let's just do it over Zoom. And I was like, is that legal? And she's like, I don't know, who cares? And I was like, great. So no, I don't think she's licensed, but it's fine. It's all good.
oh.
That's a different conversation. But yeah, she was actually very helpful to me, so I don't want to bad talk her. But anyway, the thing is that I love our topics, and today is no different. Yeah, I would love to just talk. I'll let you just go, Karen, because I feel like you have this
Oh,
down. Great idea.
oh my gosh. Thank you for that. So we have talked about this a little bit in the past, and I don't know that I explained it very well in the moment at the time. But I wanted to come back and revisit this idea of responding and not reacting. And what does it look like to respond to things that happen versus reacting? And as I was telling you earlier, to me, it's like being able to, in the moment, flip from the fight, flight, or freeze part of your brain into the rational part of your brain where you're able to okay, let me think about this and not just the reptile part. And one of the reasons I thought of this today is that I had an experience this week of a conversation I low-key was dreading, low-key dreading.
Oh,
And we had a pre-conversation that during it, I was texting someone being like, this is the messiest shit. Like there were three of us on
oh,
this conversation and the two of them were bickering and I was like, what? Bickering about the conversation we had the next day. And I was like, this is gonna be amazing. Like, oh my God, I feel great about.
so excited for this experience.
And in 20 seconds, we're already, whatever at each other.
Oof.
However, we get into the call and it's totally reasonable.
Wait, really?
Oh, everyone is super reflective. And all of the things that I was going to say about why I was upset about certain things were part of the let's table set. It was like, here are some things that didn't go the way they sh whatever it was. I was like, oh, okay. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Responding and not reacting.
Okay, I have so many questions and I'm in complete awe of you, Karen. So, this situation was sometimes, at least for me, timing matters from the incident or whatever you want to call it that elicits the reaction or response to the time where you're responding. So, when you were texting each other or when you were communicating and there was all this hot mess going on and you were like, oh God, was that like right before you got on a call or was that like the day before or like how much time did you have to like kind of simmer a bit?
A day, a
Ooh,
full day. Mhm.
wow, that's so beautiful.
A full day. And I would love to get to a point where I could achieve that level of calm in the moment,
Yeah.
right? But yeah, no, the day was obviously very necessary. And the other thing that I kind of like did a recap of this with somebody, this conversation.
Yeah.
It was like, I need you to talk me off this. I need you to talk me down. I got a mortgage. I need to calm down. And um, one of the things I realized is that I don't think we always realize that our capacity is limited by context. Like,
Ooh.
like, is your reaction to something being influenced by, do you gotta pee? Are you hungry? Have you had any water today? Did you go for a walk today? Are you pissed off at something else? Did your dog just throw up? Like that all impacts your ability to that your response or your reaction to something happening. And I feel like I just have to remember that like I need to not respond right now because I gotta pee and I'm mad.
Mm. Oh, that's so good. I think that we so often forget the context and then we think we're in a vacuum and like, and then we get mad or more mad or mad at ourselves for like, why did I respond that way? Why did I react that way? Like, yeah, that's so good. And so in that moment, when you went to the call the next day, did you actually feel calm or like how was that experience for you?
I felt calmer
Yeah.
and I felt very grateful that right now I live alone because I spent all last night yelling at the cat about this situation and talking through my talking points, right? And like being mad and being like, okay, what I just said really mad is really good, but I can't say it mad, right? Like, so I had all
Yes.
this time to like just get it out of my body and get it out of my system and think about how I wanted to articulate what I wanted to say.
Wow.
Oh, brutal.
That's so good though. I mean, this is just okay. So I know I keep asking you, and I'm going to give my own examples also, but like, how did you get to the place of like being more calm? Because it sounds like you like went through all of these scenarios and you were like thinking about how can I say things that I'm really mad about in a calm voice? Like, how would you recommend others do something like that?
Mhm.
Because this is very, very hard for me. I am not the one to give advice on this topic at all, and I have some examples for that. But I would love to hear it first. What you're like in terms of people who are like, well, no, fuck that person. Like it's just like I'm gonna burn it down. I'm gonna burn it down. Why do I have to be the bigger person? Why do
Oh,
I have to like that's all of those victimy concepts. And so like what would you say to that?
gosh, I got this piece of the first thing that popped into my head was I got this a piece of advice once when I was in a very challenging work situation, which was, do you want to be right or do you want to be effective?
Ooh.
Well, I want to be effective because I'm at work and being right to what? Right, but
Mm-hmm.
ineffective? Okay. So I feel like that's a place I come to. Like, all right, what do I actually want to see happen here? How do I
Yeah.
get to where I want to go?
Yeah, totally. Totally.
And it helps other stuff just fall away. Like, is this thing that I want to say like part on the path to getting to where I want to go because like healing does have to be part of it, right? Like I do need to feel heard.
Yeah.
And, you know, I would say that I wrote myself a lot of notes. I ranted and raved out loud. I wrote myself a lot of notes. I tried to channel my very calm coworker, and I feel like it also really, I will also say it very much so helped that I was interacting with other people who clearly had also had time to be reflective.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like if I'm calm but the other person's still coming in hot, that I feel like that's a challenge. Like I don't know how I'm doing with that.
Totally, totally. But like the fact that you all were able to come together. And I love asking ourselves, do you want to be right or do you want to be effective? And it also seems like in that question, you're going toward the goal. What do you want to create? Like, what kind of environment do you want? And like, I've had that with Tyler where I will have a disagreement or something like that. And I would like, ooh, like, I just want to like just do one more jab. But instead, I'll go and give him a hug.
Mm.
And like, and then, and this doesn't happen all the time, but like the times that it has Karen, like honestly, 100% of those times
Hmm.
it dissolves it for both of us, unless it's a big fight, obviously. But like, if I'm like okay, like pretty much okay, and he's okay, and we've settled it or whatever it is, and then like I go and give him a hug, I'm like, oh well, that's actually what I needed too, and like that to me is more effective than like being like just to double down on how right I am. Like, you know, like just because I definitely have done that also. And then it just it backfires also 100% of the time, almost 100%. It's so
Oh.
hard. It's so hard. And it's like, I think that for me, like going into what you mentioned earlier about fight, flight, or freeze, like in interpersonal relationships, I just had a conversation with someone about this yesterday, actually. I unfortunately have a freeze response almost
Mm.
every time. And so, like, I wish I didn't. It's very frustrating to me that that's how, but it's like my brain just shuts off. It's not, it's like a nervous system response. So, like,
Mm.
I am trying not to make myself wrong for it, but like, this happened this week, in fact, where someone in my life, it's not Tyler, but someone in my life said something that was just like real weird. And it was really inappropriate. And it wasn't weird, it was just mean. And I,
Mm.
in the moment, in the actual moment, I didn't have a reaction. Like I didn't know what to say because I do the freeze thing. So I just kind of like stood there like a deer in headlights and like was trying to kind of assuage their issues or their like trying to like make it so that it's more comfortable for them or something. And it
Oh.
wasn't until I got in the car, we were in a restaurant, and then I got in the car and oh my gosh, Karen, like my rage just like exploded. And the thing is that it's like I don't know, it's hard. Like it's hard because I still have those feelings a little bit, but like I'm trying really hard to not let them get to me, but it's just in those moments like in this situation in particular, the person that was doing the thing that bothered me, it's not a situation that I really can address unfortunately. And so
Mm.
it's just one of those things that I need to let go and I am and not
Yeah.
successfully letting go of it, but like I'm trying to let go of it. But like it's just
Oh.
hard. I think it's like I think the thing is that when I'm in a not a great place, like I will I'm just thinking of interpersonal relationships, not even work stuff, but like I mean, I at my best of times I lash out because like I'm not freezing. But then at my worst of times, you know, no, that's at my worst. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I think I'm just rambling at this point. I've lost the thread. But like clearly this is not my skill set, unfortunately. Ugh, yeah.
I mean, yeah, but I feel like we all have that. I think that's it. Like we all have whatever we're trained, however we're trained to respond, react, I guess. However we're trained, our bodies are primed to react. And like I like to think that neuroplasticity is the thing and that we can reset that. That like
Yes. Ooh,
that doesn't have to be it. Like
That's so true.
right? Like that, yeah, I would love to be able to interrupt that cycle, you know?
Oh my gosh, that's amazing. This is like a full breakthrough therapy moment for me, like for real though. Wait, so what you're saying is that like I might not only freeze in the future, like
Yeah.
I could actually like rewire my brain to actually defend myself, but
Yeah.
in a responsive way, not in a reactive way. Whoa. Whoa. Okay, well, here's the thing. I don't have like a lot of examples of this, but I do have one, and I think I've mentioned this in the past, but I have a friend named Susan who has come up in the past couple of episodes who I admire so deeply, and I have seen her in groups of friends, close friends, like girlfriends, where someone will say something to her and it rubs her the wrong way, and she will immediately say something, but it's actually kind, but it like defends her. And she's like, so
Oh,
for example, if someone says something, she'll be like, oh, why did you just, or she'll say something like, hey, what you just said hurt my feelings. Like, can you not say that anymore? But like in a nice way. And it
right.
like in that moment, Karen, I'm sweating right now thinking about that. Just that comment. I'm like, oh my God, you can do that? You can defend yourself against someone who loves you, but like didn't mean it. And like you don't have to take on their shittiness. Oh my God, Karen.
Mm.
I'm not even kidding. I'm literally sweating right now. I cannot like tell you how impactful that has been because then the other person, I've seen that too, where the other person was like, oh, sorry, I didn't mean that. And I'm really sorry that I hurt your feelings. And then they legit move on. That's it. That's the end. That's the end of the interaction. And they both feel fine. And Susan has spoken her piece in a responsive way that is like beautiful and honoring of herself and not that she's going to take in that shit. And then the other person is, you know, nice too. Like, I'm like, what?
Oh my God. Ooh, this is freaking genius on so many levels because she's owning it. What you just said really hurt my feelings. Can you please not say that to me anymore? Not, you know, this is what you always do, or of course you're going to say that to me, or you know what I mean? It doesn't continue this cycle. Like it's coming in at her and she's like, you know what? No, thank you.
Exactly. And she doesn't invite even a question. It's not like, wait, why did you say that to me? Because what is the other person going to say? Oh, it was just a joke and like blah, blah, blah. And then it's like, and then you just feel worse and you don't even like explain what you actually feel. It's like, say your truth and correct it or request that something changes.
Exactly. Like this is what I need. That really hurt my feelings, and this is what I need from you right now. Don't say that shit to me again. Well, and I mean, there's part of me that also wants to be like, look at your shit. Why would you say that? But I in the
Yes.
in the spirit of moving on, like I will also say what I'm just being reminded of. So, as you know, I'm getting a coaching certification, and
Yes.
for coaching, we read this book, Nonviolent Communication. And it's really good around some of this kind of thing. Like that's what Susan's kind of response, not reaction, response reminds me of is like,
Yeah.
yeah, just, not taking on somebody else's shitty energy and not assuming why they said it or why they didn't say it. I think that's the other thing. It's just like, no, thank you.
Yes, totally. It's like you're not picking it up off the ground. Like you're not picking up a
Oh,
smoldering pile of turd. Like it's like that's what I do. It's like I really have a hard time where if someone's shitty to me, I will not only freeze, but then unfortunately, I will also ingest that turd and think, even if I'm mad at you, you're going through a really hard time and like that must be why you're being shitty, but simultaneously, so I'm holding that truth of whatever is what I think the truth is, and then so that projection, I'm holding that, and then I'm also simultaneously holding my own hurt over it, and then on top of that I'm holding on to like the knowing deep down in my soul that I should have just dropped that fucking flaming turd and like just walked away. And so like the thing is, Karen, is like, why am I feeling so overwhelmed? Because I am holding everyone's shit. And it's like, that's not my shit to carry.
oh my God.
Thank you for listening. I didn't really mean to like just go
Oh my
off that
God.
way, but
Oh my gosh. But okay. I feel like the the magic here potentially. is how do you you know those things are happening, at where do you interrupt it? Like,
Yes.
do you catch yourself picking up the shit? Do you catch yourself ingesting the shit? Like, how do you skip over all that shit and go straight to the like deep down, that's your shit, it's not my shit.
Yes. I
Oh.
mean, well, yeah, right. I know that. I don't know either. I mean, I think much of it for me has to do with like, well, I think there's multiple things like that come up for me is like one thing is just like valuing and trusting my own self-worth. Like that is the biggest and most important thing, which is also the hardest thing I think for me sometimes. Like to walk around, I think that I need to embrace more main character energy, walking around like a fucking peacock all the time. Like you come at me and I'm gonna ninja your throat. And so that's kind of the energy that I'm really wanting to embrace.
Oh.
But here's the thing. The truth is that I think in like that seems so Herculean and like a level of effort that like I think more it's the I think that I could actually interrupt the bending down to picking up the flaming
Oh.
pile of shit because like I think that takes a little bit longer than like immediately having full on self assurance. I don't know. I just
Mm.
oh gosh, it's I don't know, maybe also not thinking that it's hard. Like being like, well, this
Oh,
isn't hard. No, I can just defend myself. Fuck that. Like
yeah.
why embrace the narratives of the past that I have like, no neuroplasticity and I always freeze. Like, no, maybe I won't be that anymore. Not maybe, I won't.
You won't. Oh my gosh. I love this main character energy. And I mean, this is the cheesiest thing ever. We are not doing this, but like, we should practice. We
I
should role
actually
play.
agree.
We should get somebody, like, get Tyler to say shitty things to
Yeah, maybe not him. Maybe
you.
like a stranger.
Okay, get him to
Somebody
role
at
play as
Starbucks.
Taylor.
Taylor, my gay bestie. Yeah. Oh my God. I mean, I kind of feel like maybe like turning to my like person behind me, or no, here's the thing. I need to befriend a barista at like my local coffee shop and be like,
Oh.
hey, I'm really practicing boundaries. Can you be shitty so I can be shitty back? But like not really, but not really shitty. More like Susan and being like, no, but I think the role playing actually that's actually a really good idea for real.
Like, it's rewiring part of your brain.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, we're getting into full on therapy
Oh
territory,
my
Karen, because
God,
here's the
really?
thing. Like, I think what I worry about is like, no, my small brain, my, past self that used to have freeze, which is the past self of 15 minutes ago, is like, what if you get offended by the role play? Like, I'm like, oh God.
Oh,
Here,
good.
here's the thing. I think if we did this, you and I think I would feel safe. But like, I don't know if I'd feel safe with a barista. I don't know. I
No,
definitely
I
wouldn't
know.
with Tyler. I think I'd be like, oh no, now I'm mad. Like
Oh
this,
my God. It's so good. It's so funny.
so real.
It, it also reminds me, okay, we're gonna come back to the role playing. It reminds me, I was talking to somebody who is applying for jobs, and she wishes she had more confidence. Like you're saying, this idea of self-worth and just walking into a room like you own it, like we were doing a networking event. Walk into a room
Yeah.
like you own it and just introducing yourself to people and whatever. She's like such a humble, that's like not her jam, right? She's like
Mm-hmm.
so talented and warm and lovely, but like she is not. And I was like, what if you created this persona, right? Like you are
Ooh.
this person in these situations, you are not humble. I'm just going to stand over here and talk to the waiter. You are walking up, you are this persona walking up to people and introducing yourself and, whatever. And I was like, and so she like stands up straight, she's like into it. And I was like, okay, so what's her name? And she goes, Karen.
Oh, that's the most beautiful compliment in the world.
It wasn't, okay, it wasn't, it was funny the way she said it, and it wasn't a compliment. I'm trying to think of exactly how this went down because when she said it, I cried laughing.
Oh my God, that's
Oh God.
amazing. Okay, I love this so much though, because it's like if you can embody this fictional is not the right word, but this aspirational, or at least just this person that does have that energy. It's like full on like Beyonce with Sasha Fierce. It's like she does this
Talk
and
about this.
has
Yeah.
made billions of dollars being Sasha Fierce. I mean, for real.
Yes. Okay. We have talked about this. Oh my God. I'm trying to remember exactly what she said to me. It was like, I was like, okay, she's confident. She's whatever. She's what it was. Anyway, it was very funny. So,
Yes. But it's also like Megan the Stallion being Tina Snow. Like this is there are so many people who have these alter egos. Okay, this is actually something that's really impactful.
you're you're an actress. I feel like you could like play this version of yourself.
I mean, I've never acted, but I could be an actress. Are
Oh,
I mean, I want to be an actress.
yeah. In
I
my
mean, you're
mind, you
right.
are.
Okay, thank you. See, here's my neuroplasticity. I am an actress. I mean, this is a version of myself. Like, I don't always have to
Yes,
be the
yes.
same version of myself. I think that's actually something that's like, ooh, that's a whole nother podcast episode. But yes,
And I feel like you are fierce. You're fiercely protective of your family. You're fiercely protective of like your loved ones and your friends. Like, yeah, I think she's in there.
I think she's in there too. Karen, I love this. I also think that, like, do you resonate with the idea of like having this alter ego that is like responding rather than reacting, or how does this land for you?
Yeah, I think I have had to, it's not an alter ego. It is I'm trying to think how to explain it. When I was a reporter,
Yeah.
like I grew up a very shy kid, very pudgy, very shy, lots of trauma, just a book nerd, all the things.
Yeah.
And then I became a reporter and I had to talk to people I don't know and ask them questions. And sometimes ask them
Mhm.
questions on the worst day of their fucking lives.
Mm.
And I, the way that I sometimes would push past it would be like, I can't go back to the office with nothing. I will get in
Ooh.
so much trouble if I didn't talk to a single fucking, I'm at an event or I'm here or I'm with the family or I'm whatever. I can't go back and not have interviewed anybody.
Wow.
And I think I still have this element of like, I can't not, I can't not have anything, or I can't not do it, or I can't walk away from this event and not have talked to anybody.
Whoa. So like that then is protective of you. It's like that is like you're beholden to yourself.
Just got to go do it.
You just got to go do it. Oh my gosh, Karen, that's so strong and so powerful. And like that's such a visual too of like being somewhere and like being like I can't go back. I can't go back to the newsroom without something. And so do you feel like that translates to like you can't not say something like you need to say something to the person that's is that what you mean?
Yes. Yeah. Like in situations where I feel like I can't not say something or I can't like not like this is an opportunity that will never come again. Or, if you're lucky, it does come again. But like I gotta just do it right now.
Yes. Yes. Oh, I love that. I love that. I think it's like yeah, what is the opposite of that? Why is this hard for people? Why is this hard? I don't know. Is this hard for you? Because definitely hard for me, and I don't want it to be hard. I want it to be easy as hell.
Which part? Which part? Which part do you
Speaking up for myself. Yes, that part.
Oh.
And react like responding, not reacting, like just being
Mm.
like all of it. Like I wish it was easy. I don't know why it's or maybe my belief is that it's yeah.
Oh.
Do you feel like it's hard?
I am I am so I mm. It's not because I got a bad attitude sometimes. Like I just feel like I really like it takes a lot for me to like I try to go into situations like very warm and very open and very sunny and very whatever. And if I'm not met with that, I feel like, well, now it's on, motherfucker. Like like
I
I
need
don't
more Karen.
I don't know
I
about
think I'm
that.
your friend
It's
walking into
good.
that networking event.
Oh my
It,
God.
it sounds like this is like second nature for you, or like at least like the standing up for yourself type of concept is, I
I
don't know,
don't know.
maybe, yeah.
Yeah, and I don't really it's so interesting. I don't know how I got here. I mean, I do have a magazine called Rebellious, and it is named after a boss who said that shit to me. And then
Yes.
I left and I named a magazine after his ass. Like I feel
Yes.
like,
Yes.
like
Yes.
there's
Like,
that.
yes, there's that. There's that.
I
Yeah.
yeah, I feel like I have in so many situations across so many jobs, across so many interactions, been so disrespected
Mm.
that now I just feel like I'm about to let you know. Like, not again. We're not doing this
Yes.
again. I'm
Yes.
not. I'm better than this. I'm better than you think
Yes.
I am. I might even be better than you. And I'm gonna let
Yeah.
you know. And I just, yeah, I this is the last thing I'll say about it. This is also a genetic issue. I mean, Jessie Mary, my mother, I was born in the city of Chicago because my mother got sent north from Alabama because she was too mouthy as a 13-year-old girl.
Wow.
So like my mouthing off and being like, no, the fuck you won't is a birthright. Like I don't feel like I had a choice. Like I don't,
That's
I really had no
amazing.
choice in it.
That's so amazing. That is like, that's what a beautiful thing though, to be born with like that fortitude of like self and like ready for like to take on the world. Main character energy, Karen, right there.
I don't, I mean, I have my own, let's not get into like my own like my own self-sabotage and my own ideas about my own self-limiting beliefs and my own,
Totally.
right, all of it. I feel like,
Totally.
yeah, and I am a work in progress on the responding, not reacting. I have gotten into trouble. It has gotten me into trouble. Reacting has gotten me into trouble. And I
Oh,
really try hard to be thoughtful and to give myself space to calm down.
totally. And it sounds like this scenario that we started today's show with is like such a perfect and beautiful example of like you successfully doing that. And it's like that's the same thing that you told me is like, like the neurotransmitters changing. And like, like I am more than happy to do role playing with you on like stuff that would be triggering for you. And then you just like almost snap back at me, except that you're not going to snap back at me. Like, I think we both are challenged by different things in these scenarios, which is super interesting. But at the same time, like, yeah, we just both want to rewire a little bit.
You want oat milk in that? Disgusting.
How? Exactly. And then I'm like, oh, well, is it disgusting? No, I wouldn't, I would not say that. Me from 15 minutes ago would. But the new me would be like, yeah, bitch, put an extra shot. Thanks. Oh my God. All right. Well, this has been very fun. Oh my God, we're totally over, and I did not realize that. But thank you for bringing this up, Karen. I feel like we're just kind of touching the surface on this one because I
For
feel like there's a
sure.
lot to like discuss in this whole universe of respond versus react versus neuroplasticity and neuroplasticity and making our own version of Sasha Fierce. I think that's definitely me for sure. So, okay. All right. Well, we'll see everybody next week. Thanks for listening.